Hello, I'm Howard Jacobson, host of the Plant Yourself podcast, and also with Big Change Program and WellStart Health. I got a question from a podcast listener, Amanda, who shared an article that Jeff Novick posted about changing habits. And it's from Science Daily, and I'll include a link below this video. And so there's three key points to the article. One is that you want to derail your old habits. Number two is you want repetition. And number three, you want to have an initial cue for the new behavior. And the example given is if you're trying to start flossing, make sure you always do it after brushing your teeth. So the cue in your environment is brushing your teeth. When you brush your teeth, then you can hang the flossing on it. And Amanda wanted to know about an example for number three that relates to eating. So derailing your old habits, she said, well, you can just clear out all the food in your fridge so it's not available. Repetition is pretty straightforward, but how do we think about number three? Amanda says, I know people say fill up on salad or healthy food before you go out to eat, but those are cues beforehand. What would be a good cue, something you already do that would encourage you to make a healthy food choice? So I want to answer that a little bit differently. And the answer is we don't need to have cues all the time. We only need cues when we're in danger of doing the wrong thing, because flossing your teeth is a positive behavior. When we're really talking about changing food habits, we're really talking about inhibiting negative behaviors, about stopping something, right? We don't have a problem of, oh my gosh, I forgot to eat for a week, in the way we could, oh my gosh, I forgot to floss for a week, or I forgot to meditate for a week, because eating is a biological drive. So it's not exactly the same thing as flossing. So we don't need to have cues to remind us to eat. We have internal cues. We are hungry. The real question is, how do we set up cues to stop us when we're about to eat something that's no longer on plan, that's no longer according to our priorities, goals, and values? And there we can actually build in a cue based on all the times in the past that we've screwed up. Which is to say, let's say you're going out to a place where they have a buffet, and you know that buffets are a downfall. You tell yourself, I'm only going to eat the salad, I'm only going to eat the vegetables, and then you're standing online and you see other people piling high their plates, and you see other people putting on the cheese dip and the chicken wings and the sour cream and whatever else is in the buffet, and then you find yourself doing the same thing and eating it and then feeling bad. So the cue that we want to take at that point is looking back on that last time or on those bunch of times and gather some data and say, what was the thought or the feeling that was my trigger to do that thing? And if the thought was, well, everyone else is doing it, or if the feeling was, I don't want to be left out, or it was just the smell of the chicken wings, then we say that's our cue. That thing that got us last time is now our cue to come up with a new strategy, a new way of thinking. And we actually plan it the same way you'd plan a military campaign. And it's called an if-then statement. If I smell the chicken wings at a buffet, then I will sit down, drink a glass of water, and make a plan, make a shopping list for the buffet. So that's an example. If it's a feeling, I felt like I was going to be disappointing my hosts, but by not eating what they had put out for me, even though it's not what I want to eat. Well, I need to figure out what to do instead. I can't just keep showing up in that moment and hoping something will turn up. So spend some time thinking, what's a different strategy? Yeah, we could talk about it beforehand and I could be very clear, but still, if you're going to come up against situations where people are in a way trying to be kind to you, are going to be serving you food that you don't want to eat, and you're going to have to decide and figure out a way to say no thank you to protect yourself without hurting their feelings or being rude. So come up with one now. Talk to people, think about it, plan for it. And then in that moment, when the trigger is that feeling, oh, this is the feeling again, I don't want to disappoint them, then you automatically switch over to the new plan, the new way of thinking, the new way of acting. So I hope that helps, Amanda. I hope that helps everybody. Have a great day.